noisettes of lamb à la forestière with a Madeira sauce. Very simple. Lamb, mushrooms, gravy. Very classic.
Get closer, get closer. Smell it, look at it.
Looking down at the dish, it looks simple, but I am sure that there's nothing simple about this. It's Marco Pierre White's own dish, and he's all about technique. It's going to be full of it.
There we are. Let's go like that. Roll it around in the sauce.
What's important here is that this is simplicity, it's elegant, it's generous, but it's cooked to perfection. I mean, the lamb is rosé, it's nice and pink. The artichoke is still together and it's not broken apart where it's going to turn into a puree. But it's still tender and it's not crunchy. The mushrooms are cooked beautifully. The sauce has the right consistency and balance.
The lamb is just meltingly tender.
In terms of sauce?
It's...
You can taste the buttery, silky texture of the sauce.
The sauce is so velvety and smooth and has so much flavour. I am terrified.
Has anyone eaten the artichoke yet?
about to.
My nonna enjoys artichokes, so I'm familiar with that, which I think could go on my side today. But as far as the lamb, I'm not so sure.
Why don't you break that up? Just deconstruct it.
Oh, look at that.
There's one.
Guys, you got the loins
Two.
and you got the fillet. It's a really beautiful and wonderful preparation that Marco does to that lamb.
The lamb noisette is actually 3 layers of meat. The fillet is sandwiched between 2 back straps and then cut into medallions. I think, how am I going to replicate that?
Today, you're not just cooking this dish, you're preparing the noisettes from scratch. Saddle the lamb.
I'm just blown away. I've never seen lamb this way. I always just see them perfectly cut from the supermarket or from the butchers.
But today you're lucky. You're very lucky. As Marco is going to demonstrate on how to break down and prepare a noisette of lamb.
When we hear we're gonna get a little masterclass, major sigh of relief.
He's gonna make this look so easy.
So, run your knife. That's your fillet steak.
Watching Marco Pierre White break down the lamb saddle, it's like watching Picasso paint a masterpiece. The skill and the technique and the speed, it is just amazing to watch.
Keep your knife close to the bone. There's your carcass.
As Marco's breaking down the saddle, he's actually saving every single piece of that lamb.
Always keep your hand away.
He's going to use the bones for the Madeira sauce.
Take your flank off in one.
The back straps and fillet will form the noisettes.
Now, this is the difficult bit.
The skin will actually wrap around the 3 different layers of meat and hold it together as it cooks.
Taking away all the meat. Don't try and rush it. Let the knife do the work. If you mess that one up, then it's over. This is the assembly of it. Rump end, neck end. So then, shape it and bring lots of pressure on it. And that's what's bringing it together.
If I don't butcher this saddle correctly, it will mean that I don't get the correct cut of the meats to make the noisettes.
Peel it up, Jackie.
So, yeah, the pressure is high to do a good job on the butchery.
Beautiful, Jackie. Well done.
And there is definitely in the back of my mind the pressure of knowing that I could still be going home today no matter how well I do.
Nice work, Jackie.
Doesn't time fly? Come on, let's go.
Use those muscles, Jack.
This is probably not the week to be in a pressure test. It's Marco Pierre White week. This dish has got a lot of technique. There's a lot of pressure points where it could all go wrong.
Just broken down my lamb. I'm just getting my bones in the oven. This is going to go to make the sauce. Next, I'll have to get on to preparing my saddle, which is going to form the wrapping for the noisettes.
Well done, well done.
That's it, John, get him in there.
There's a lot of parts to this butchering that's hard for the contestants today.
Good work, Andy.
I mean, getting that fat nice and thin. The contestants don't have a lot of time in this challenge. That's going to be really hard.
John,
Hey, Marco.
you're rushing.
I'll slow down.
Just slow down. Just remember what happened to the hare. The tortoise won, didn't it? Do you want to be a hare or a tortoise?
Tortoise.
That's right. Be careful.
Slow right down, John. Yeah, that's beautiful, Andy.
Now I start to form the noisettes. I beat the fillets and flatten them. Marco's face is very difficult to read, but I think blankness means good. Do you need me to be tighter?
I'm here to observe you, not help you.
I think it's okay.
Very good job.
Back on track, Andy.
I look up and magically I'm ahead and I'm really happy.
Just caught up really well.
I just need to keep this pace and just keep pushing.
Make sure you're smoothing out the meat as you roll. Yep, that's it.
Get into the fridge.
Good work, Andrea.
I feel like compared to the others, I'm traveling pretty well. And I start on the artichokes. It's really important that those are turned perfectly. You need to keep working your way to the inside and get to the heart of the artichoke. It's fiddly, it's time-consuming and frustrating.
Andy, you've caught up. You don't need to rush.
Yeah,
You're caught up.
It's great that Andrea's overtaking the others, but at the same time, I'm worried that she's going too fast. Careful. It's not a dish that you want to rush the preparation for.
Whoa.
My noisette is now where it needs to be. I make sure I check the recipe and read exactly what I'm supposed to do so I don't muck this up. I take my bones out of the oven and they're looking great. They're really beautifully brown. It's time to add some Madeira and some brandy. They're going to go now into the oven for 10 minutes. I can see already that it's going to make the basis of a beautiful sauce.
Come on, everyone! All right!
Nice skills, Johnny.
So there's 3 key elements in this dish. You've got the lamb, you've got the sauce, and you've got the artichokes. And I really need to showcase the beauty of that artichoke.
Good work, Johnny. Well done, John. Well done, John.
I finished turning my artichokes, so I'll put them on to boil. The recipe says they need to cook for 12 to 14 minutes or until they're soft enough to get the choke out. I'm just hoping that I'll get the dish right on time.
That's it. Good job, John.
That's great, Jackie. Keep going.
After I pass my sauce, I grab the lamb noisette from the fridge. The recipe says I need to cut these into 4cm medallions, and that's what I'm gonna do.
Looks really good.
Come on, John. Good job, John.
Next, I'll tie them in twine. The most important part of cooking these is to make sure they don't break up and explode in the pan.
Come on, John. Tie faster. Let's go.
I'm struggling to stay on top of everything and I'm falling behind.
John, where's your pen? Where's your pen? Where's your pen? Where's your pen? What's that for?
For the mushroom.
Okay, what's that for?
For the steak. That's it.
It's getting really tough and Marco is definitely pushing me to my limits.
Come on, come on. Come on, quickly, 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 come on.
The pressure is really on.
If you continue like that, you will not be ready.
I know I really need to dig deep inside to create something as great as Marco. As I'm putting the lamb nosettes onto the pan, I'm praying that these don't fall apart on me and hopefully give the judges a good medallion of lamb.
Come on, John, just keep pushing, mate. Johnny!
They're looking perfect. They're staying together.
That's it, John. Don't be shy with the seasoning.
That's it. Beautiful work.
I'm really proud of my dish today. I've learned how to butcher a lamb, turn an artichoke, and make a beautiful Marco Pierre white sauce. So whatever happens now, this is a day I will never forget.
Hello, John.
Look at that.
How good does that look?
Yeah, straight up, that looks absolutely beautiful. I'm really impressed. Can't wait to taste. Nicely prepared lamb. Look at that.
He's done a very good job.
Yeah, smashing.
It was nice watching him cook.
And those artichokes, really white and wonderfully prepared. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Right. Oh, look at that. It's good.
It's good.
Yeah,
it's very
really
good. Nice and white.
I'm really pleased with John. Really pleased for him. It's absolutely spot on. Perfectly caramelised either side. Lovely balance in the mushrooms, hint of garlic. And those artichokes, absolutely pure white, which is great to see. Really good.
Brilliant technique. All four, you might say, exactly the same shape and size, all cooked absolutely perfectly. A beautiful representation.
I think John's done an amazing job. You know, when you're filled with emotion, it's very easy to become confused. And I don't believe what I saw yesterday. He showed off who he is.
Yeah.
I think today he has. Cooked to perfection.
Today, cooking my dish, aged lamb, flowering legumes.
Oh, what?
Wow.
That looks amazing. What a beautiful, delicate-looking dish.
There's a beautiful piece of lamb covered by flowering legumes. There's a glossy sauce, what looks like a thyme oil, little munchies on there. It's stunning.
My onions are cooking down for the onion gel, so it's now time to prep my aged lamb loin. I do know a little bit about butchery, and I've done this cut of lamb a couple of times.
Yeah, nice, bros. Clean it up.
The biggest thing that I am worried about is trimming the meat correctly. You know, Clinton's lamb, you know, I could tell the fat was really caramelised. It had a beautiful crust. So I want to make sure I leave a centimetre on top of fat and take the skin off.
Good stuff, Brent.
Sick, bro. Oh, that's beautiful, mate. Yes. Like a surgeon, bro.
Oh, yeah, mate. Oh, that's perfect, Brent. Perfect, mate.
Gorgeous.
Yes, Sabina.
Chuck them bones up, Beans.
This is really therapeutic. Getting all my anger out from yesterday's cook.
Good job, Beans.
I've done the 2 90-gram portions of lamb, so now it's time to get onto the lamb bone sauce. As I'm cooking, I'm always constantly thinking back to that tasting, thinking about the textures and the velvetiness of the sauce. So I'm just getting the bones in the oven. I want to get them lovely and caramelised and really get that lovely lamby flavour in the sauce.
Yeah, beans. Good job, Bren.
Come on, Scott.
Keep the pace going, guys.
My onions are done. I think that the onions with the onion gel are good to go. I don't know what the onion gel looks like, so it's hard to know the colour, but they're dark and sweet, so I'm just going to go with that.
Nice, Sabina.
Good job, beans.
I need to put the onion in the bag, pry back, and put that in the sous vide. Seems like a lot of effort for a bit of onion. Just got to keep going.
Whew. Good job.
It's a good amount of roasty, toasty bones in there. Well done.
I think Brent's bones are done too.
Yeah.
Oh, nice beans.
A lot of pressure in this kitchen right now, but not a lot of time. 1 hour to go.
Let's go, beans! Come on, Alex.
Come on, guys. We can do this.
Okay.
There's an hour to go. I now need to get onto my lamb. When I tasted Clinton's dish, the lamb was still really juicy and it felt like it was medium rare. But first, I want to render this fat off. There's nothing worse than undercooked fat. I'm hoping that this gets this really crispy skin too that mimics what I felt on Clinton's dish.
Yes, you need to read the recipe, but yes, you need to use your instincts. 30 minutes to go.
Come on now, guys. Let's go.
Make sure you're tasting everything.
You're working really well, mate. Just keep pushing, yeah, Scotty.
The fat on the lamb loin has rendered out nicely. I sear it on all sides and then pop it in the oven to get to 52 degrees.
Good job, Sabina.
We're pretty on track of everything at the moment. It's just about finishing all the tasks and having time to plate because that's half the brief.
Good
Great
job,
work,
beans.
Sabina.
You're a legend.
I'm up to the point where I can get back to the onion gel.
Good job, beans.
So now it's time to get that onion stock out of the sous vide machine.
Nice work, Sabina.
I've got to strain out the onions and then reduce down the onion liquid.
Woo. Go, beans. Get all that moisture out of it. Let's get this onion thing done.
Just got to get my agar in there, whisk it for 30 seconds, and then pop it in my tray that's already cooling down.
Great work, Sabina.
So the agar is like a gelatin, it sets the gel. I can't leave it on the stove for too long or it might really affect the texture.
Mix it up, beans, and then let's go.
I definitely want to impress Clinton. So I really can't afford to make a mistake.
Taste, eh? You know what it's supposed to be like?
My onion gel, it's good to go. So I just need to put it through a fine sieve so it gives it that lovely texture.
Think about what you ate.
I'm happy with the cuisson on the lamb.
Beans, that looks amazing. Well done, mate.
I'm happy with the sauce and all the elements. But plating up in this kitchen has never been so important. It's hard to get it absolutely spot on because you haven't seen the dish. The thing that I took away from that tasting is that the meat and the pea tendrils are on one side, the sauce is on the other side with a few little of the munchies.
Come on, Sabina.
Remember that picture?
I'm glancing back at my diagram. This is like putting together a jigsaw puzzle. There's about 18 flowers to get on this plate.
Go on, Sabina, keep going, mate.
Get on the plate.
But balance, that's really, really important. So I need to get the right amount on there. It's like planting a friggin' garden.
Looks beautiful.
I'm super, super proud of how I've done today. I came in with a great attitude and I finished with a good attitude.
Sabina.
Hi. This pressure test was actually kind of fun. Obviously, I have no idea what Clinton's dish looks like. I'm just praying it looks somewhat similar.
Wow. Clinton, would you like to show Sabina your dish?
Sure. Sabina, are you ready?
Yep. Oh. Wow.
It's not a million miles away.
No, I'm happy with how the sauces look. They're not twins, but maybe sisters.
Thanks, Savannah.
Thank you.
Solid effort there. Great stuff on the sauces. The munchies pickled perfectly. Right amount on there too.
The sharpness is there. The richness of the lamb is definitely there. The texture of the onion gel was very good. The render on the lamb had that nice crisp crunch to it. It's still a little bit of softness and give in the centre.
The crust on the lamb was fantastic. Out of all the contestants, she was the most collected, the most organised.
Yeah.
And ultimately, that's what's reflected in the final result here.
Would you get her in the kitchen?
Definitely. She adapts very well to pressure. She's done a phenomenal job.
Very close to your dish, both visually and in flavour, so I'm impressed.
The first thing I start prepping is my lamb. I get a knife and slice along the ribs to remove that loin piece and take off any sinew or excess fat. I'm adding rosemary salt to the lamb. To make the rosemary salt, I grab a spice grinder and put some fresh sprigs of rosemary in there with some coarse rock salt. Having it in this form will help build the dish up a little bit more. I want mine to be cooked perfectly, simple, banging flavours. I want it to be a balance of luxurious and fresh and vibrant.
Seeing these Brussels sprouts on the store, I've never seen anything like this before. I see this sort of funky piece of artwork that is done naturally. And I really just want to keep that integrity. I love pushing the boundaries when it comes to food. I want to try something new and a little bit different, a little bit out there. Today I'm going to make lamb that's going to be marinated in rosemary. I'm going to confit and grill the leeks. Brussels are going to be marinated in yogurt and roasted. And then probably pasta puree. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to confit my leeks. I put them in an oil bath along with some lemons and some rosemary. Yeah, only the top three are tasted, and so therefore it's just really crucial to make my dish sing compared to everyone else's. So the next thing I get onto is the Brussels sprouts. My idea is to make the Brussels sprouts absolutely shine as a whole ingredient. So I'm going to roast the whole Brussels sprouts on the stem.
Interesting, I just saw the whole, cluster of sprouts going into the oven. Have you cooked them like that before?
I haven't, but and I actually don't know.
What are you trying to achieve by doing that?
I feel as though when you cook fish or meat on the bone, you got more flavour, so why does that not accentuate with vegetables?
I suppose the two questions to ask are, how long is that going to take?
Yeah.
Yeah, and is the result going to be worth
it? It's a huge risk to do this because I'm using all of my Brussels sprouts. We need to use everything from the box today, so if it doesn't work, I won't have a dish.
Today, my dish is a lamb loin, a puree with the leek and parsnips, and I want to use the Brussels sprouts and make it into a slaw. I'm working on that beautiful parsnip and leek puree. I need to blitz it, and then I'm smoking the puree because I want to bring a bit of smokiness into the dish. It's all the little touches that are going to get me over the line and be in the running to get tasted.
Today, I'm making an eye of the lamb with a leek and parsnip puree and parsnip chips. Right now, I'm just prepping my lamb. I'm being really precise to take out the eye of the lamb off the rack. I then stuff it with some rosemary. I want to have that rosemary flavour go all the way through the lamb. I really want to balance the flavours of the dish perfectly. I want to win this box and I want to go straight up to the gantry.
My lamb's in the oven and my parsnip and leek puree is done. I just need to move on to my Brussels sprout slaw. The Brussels sprout slaw is to bring a bit of freshness to the dish and a little bit of, zinginess, acidity and crunch. So what I'm going to do is combine the Brussels sprouts, Greek yogurt, lemon zest, a little bit of juice and a little bit of extra virgin olive oil. I'm the only one, I think, that is not cooking their Brussels sprouts, so could be a little bit of a risk. But I want to stand out.
Brussels sprouts are still in the oven. With my lamb, I know I need to let it rest. I really want it to be a medium rare. I take the lamb out of the pan. I'm really happy with it. It's soft, it's tender, it's where I want it to be. I think it looks great.
The puree, my lamb, and the parsnip chips coming together beautifully, but I still need to get onto my Brussels sprouts. I've cooked Brussels sprouts before, and I remember when I cooked them, the nice kind of leaves that get really crispy on the outside when you're charring them. So I'm thinking to myself, maybe I can deep fry some and add a different texture to the dish. Feeling really good at this point in time. The dish is coming together in my head. I'm really honing in those flavours.
Only 3 to be tasted, and only 3 minutes left! Come on!
My hand is shaking. I'm too nervous.
The Brussels sprouts, I think, are ready. I take them out of the oven. I'm really happy with those Brussels sprouts. They look freaking wicked. They look slightly prehistoric, which is kind of cool.
How are they?
Good, yeah, really nice, actually. Soft. Interesting. I'm really glad the risk has paid off so far, but I must admit, it doesn't look great. Like, it's an ugly bit of food. I just have no idea how I'm going to make this look on a plate.
I start my plating and I'm thinking, how can I make this look delicious? But as I put it together, I'm thinking the plate can use some kind of like saucy element, but there's not much time left. And I'm really confident in my flavours. So I'm gonna back myself and just serve it like this. As I walk my dish to the judges, I'm just thinking that it's a beautiful plate of food.
Derek, what's the dish?
A fillet of lamb with a leek and parsnip puree, charred Brussels and parsnip chips.
Derek, where's the gravy?
I felt like I didn't really need it.
Oh, let's see.
I think that is it's a very delicious plate of food. And what I love most about it, and this is what I was looking for personally, is yes, it was an everything box, but the dish you put up doesn't have to look like everything, all right? So you've used everything in there, whether it's the lemon, the leek, the parsnip, you know, the lamb, blah, 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 but you've made it seem very simple, given it great clarity, and the flavours are beautiful.
Do you do this thing where you stop and think about what you were cooking 6 weeks ago?
Yeah, 6 weeks ago, it was nothing like
You
that.
did, Derek. You did that, and that's delicious.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's beautiful. The lamb is fantastic, and the flavour of rosemary that goes through it doesn't bury the flavour of lamb, and that's fantastic. It makes you feel that this is a dish that you'd gone into the pantry and picked 8 or 9 ingredients that belong together and put on a plate, and that's part of the success of a good mystery box.
Thanks, guys.
Well done, Debbie.
The next dish we'd like to taste belongs to Tessa. What's the dish? What did you cook?
Lamb loin with parsnip and leek puree, fresh Brussels sprout slaw and crispy parsnip chips.
Let's tuck in.
Delicious, absolutely delicious. Puree, just immaculate. And the Brussels sprout slaw is an inspired touch, a really inspired touch. Totally delicious.
Yeah, I think it's delicious. I think the puree's absolutely wonderful. It's a bloody good dish.
love that little coleslaw Brussels sprout. That's fantastic. But geez, I love that rosemary salt.
Yeah.
It's delicious, isn't it?
Mm.
Thanks.
I'm really proud of my dish, and I hope I've got a chance to get that top spot.
The last dish we'd like to taste belongs to Simon.
I'm so happy they called my name out. I hope they love the dish. I've put a lot of love into this dish, and it's very much me on a plate. But I hope this bloody giant thing works out. So.
It's a bit no, isn't it, when you look at it?
Simon, what have you cooked?
I've cooked Brussels sprouts on the stem, parsnip puree, some leeks, and some lamb chops as well.
What's the sauce?
Lamb fat, smoked butter.
You know what I didn't know, because I've never done that before? I didn't know whether or not the Brussels sprouts would actually caramelise properly like that, so it just goes to show.
I'm taking that idea for sure.
I love it. The Brussels sprouts themselves are sweet and creamy on the inside and deliciously roasty on the outside.
You know, to have the guts to roast those Brussels sprouts on the stalk, you know, it takes a little bit, and you're the only one that's done it, and it's paid off. It's super delicious. I love that smoked butter split sauce. It's yum. Yeah, it's a ripping dish.
Yeah, it's delicious. Absolutely delicious. I think it's one of the most interesting things we've eaten because it not only does it look weird and it's kind of fresh, but in terms of flavour, it's an eater's dish. It's a dish you just want to dive in and wallow in.
I'm just thinking of the waves of joy that are washing over Simon as he listens to your words flow over his head. And then I'm also seeing Derek's and Tessa's shoulders drop just a little bit.
You know, I love the slaw. I love using the Canada lamb. But that's not only is it exciting and creative, it's also jaw-droppingly delicious.
Run your knife down the spine on both sides. Yes, Marco.
Yes, Master.
Good. I don't like to repeat myself. The same with the cleaver.
Just a little bit of butchery to start the day off.
Marco is already flying through it. He's already chopping up the spine, and I'm just like, how do I start this? I'm just cutting through the saddle, just hacking through it. I don't know if I'm doing it right.
Pull back the flank. Run the knife down the ribs.
That's it, Billy.
Billy is on fire. She's ahead of the two boys and keeping up with Marco, which is amazing.
Matthew, go, go, go.
I'm really struggling to butcher this lamb chop.
2 bones. It's a double lamb chop.
I'm trying to be precise to make sure that I don't make a mistake, and balancing up that precision and the speed is really difficult.
2 bones, remove 1.
This is crucial, this bit, right? So make sure you're watching what he's doing.
Looking at Marco's, he has the meat from 2 chops, but only 1 bone. Looking at Matthew's, he's cut his double chop straight down the middle into 2 single chops. And I don't even think he's realised his mistake. This isn't a good start.
French trim. Clean your bone.
Look at that.
Marco's butchery skills are out of this world. I've never seen anything like it.
Clean.
Think you can keep up?
Marco is the master. It is mind-blowing how fast he is, and I am so glad I'm not down there having to keep up with him.
Next step, we're going to make the chicken quenelle, the chicken mousseline, yes?
Yes, Marco.
Keep up, let's go.
Go, Matthew, go, 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 go.
Blitz your chicken, come on.
Marco looks like he's just cruising through it, but he's working so fast.
For the chicken mousse. In with an egg. In with the salt. And then blitz.
Billy, keep up.
For the chicken mousse, we add the cream. Approx 250 mils.
I'm making a chicken mousse, and I don't know where this goes in the dish. I've made a mousse like this before and you know, put it inside tortellini or cooked it as a mousseline. So I think that the consistency that I've got here is fine, but I don't know how Marco's going to get us to use this.
When you've done that, place it in your fridge.
Come on, Billy.
I'm finally happy with my double lamb chop, but I have to race to catch up with Marco on this chicken mousse.
I'm really worried about Billy. Marco's moving really, really quickly.
Your mousse should be made.
At this stage, I'm thinking it will be an absolute miracle for her to pull through today.
Now, we need tongue, ham, truffle. For the brunoise, for the lamb chops. And let's dice the tongue, not too small and not too large. Yes, Marco?
Yes, Marco.
This is pickled tongue. It's already prepared.
This is a 3 Michelin-star dish. That means everything has to be perfect, right down to how finely I cut this tongue and ham.
I'm watching you, Reynolds.
Yes, Marco.
Are you watching me?
Yep.
Is it fine enough, Reynolds?
Yes, Marco.
Good.
Come on, Billy, you need to move on.
Come on, quicker.
Yes, Marco.
Come on. Reynolds, you on the ham?
Yep, on it now.
That's it, Billy.
How are you doing, Matthew?
Just finishing the tongue now, moving on to the ham, Marco.
Move on to the ham, move on to the ham. You've got enough tongue there.
Marco's moved on to dicing the ham, and I've just got to keep pushing myself. I'm trying to watch what Marco's doing. He's cutting them up nice and finely, so I just try and do the same thing.
Come on, Billy.
Right, then the truffle. 1/3 to half of your truffle. Yes?
Yes, Marco.
Yes, Marco.
Yes, Marco.
Then get your chicken mousse. Chicken mousse, yes, Marco.
Yes, Marco. Yes, Marco.
Come on.
Let's go, Matthew. Come on, Billy.
Do you want me to leave you behind?
No, Marco.
There you are, QC. So it says it binds, okay?
Yep.
QC,
Yep.
QC.
Yes, Marco.
Come on, keep up.
Only put in the bowl what you saw with Marco, because how much mousse can you put on top of a lamb chop? Let's be honest. About flavour.
Remember, not too much mousse. Are you listening to me?
Yes, Marco.
Yes, Marco.
Get your lamb chop and season. Salt and white pepper. Yes, Marco.
Yes, Marco.
Season it generously. Yes, Marco.
Yes,
Yes,
Marco.
Marco.
Come on, Reynolds, keep up. You're dropping behind.
Then top your mousse with the presentation side of your chop. Yes?
Yes,
Yes,
Marco.
Marco.
Then you get your crepinette. Can you see the crepinette?
Yes, Marco.
Yes, Marco.
Which is not damaged. Crepinette is pig's gall.
The crepinette is the outside fat lining from a pig's stomach. I've seen it in a lot of cookbooks. This is the first time I've used it.
And wrap your cutlet when it's been topped with your farce with the crepinette.
This is a really delicate process because this is a really thin film of fat, so you have to be really careful not to pierce it. It's going to act like a sausage casing, holding the mousse in place on top of the lamb.
If you have the smallest of holes in the crepinette, it will burst during cooking.
I'm going really slowly because I don't want this crepinette to burst. The lamb is the hero of the dish, so it has to be perfect.
So the next job, the garnish. We have to prepare the garnish. Asparagus first. Yes?
Yes, Marco.
Peel and trim the asparagus. Billy, Reynolds, Matthew.
Yes, Marco.
Yes, Marco.
Yes. Are you listening to me?
Yes,
Yes,
Marco.
Marco.
Gentle. Watch how Marco's holding it.
Knowing that I'm now caught up with Marco, it feels really good and I don't want to lose that. So I'm trying to work as fast as possible, but as precise as possible because I don't want to get it wrong.
Trim the asparagus on a 45-degree angle. Do you see?
Yes, Marco.
Yes, Marco.
Let's take our pencil leeks. Pencil leeks, come on.
Yes, Marco.
Keep one eye on me. You see, remove the root. And then into the green. As you can see, well, into the green. Yes, Marco?
Yes, Marco.
Yes, Marco.
Good. That's what I like to see.
Quick sticks, Reynolds.
Right. Then get the baguette leeks. They're the slightly larger ones, Matthew, Reynolds, Billy.
Yes, Marco.
Yes, Marco.
Exactly the same principle.
Watch what Marco's doing now. This is really crucial.
Split them down the middle, halfway down, because we've got to get the grit out.
Yes, Marco.
Yes, Marco.
Wash your leeks.
Yes, Marco.
Yes, Marco.
Take your baguette leeks and dice them. Yes.
Yes, Marco.
See, the reason why you have to answer me is because then I know that you've taken instruction. If you don't answer me, I'll keep on asking you the same question. Yes.
Yes, Marco.
Reynolds, come on.
Precision and speed are key today, and I just can't get the both of them happening together. I've been so precise with the leeks that I've fallen behind Marco. I still need to give them a quick wash because leaving dirt in the stalk is a big no-no.
Come on, boys, let's go. Move. Well done, Billy, well done.
Then we take the mushrooms, we scrape and we wipe them. Where's your mushrooms? I can't see them.
Marco says that we need to grab the cordyceps mushrooms. It looks like a mouldy piece of asparagus.
Let's go, Matthew. Go, 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 go.
Reynolds, come on.
So when you scraped it and wiped it, that's what it should look like.
Okay. I can't believe how fast Marco is. He's already trimmed and cleaned his mushrooms and I haven't even started mine yet. I have to get a move on.
Then cut your mushroom into quarter lengthways. Cut your mushroom quarter into lengthways.
Yes, Marco.
Thank you.
Nice work, Matthew. You're in the lead. The only one really keeping up.
You only need one mushroom cut lengthways into 4. Yes, Marco.
Yes, Marco.
Good. So for your asparagus.
Come on, Reynolds, you're falling behind. You need to push it, because remember, if you lose a step, you're in big trouble.
Little bit of water, little bit of lemon juice, bit of salt, bit of olive oil.
Yes, Marco.
Yes, Marco.
So, Billy, keep up. Go on, you need your pot, you need some water, you need asparagus on the heat.
Get the lamb chop.
Get the lamb chop. You need that to go in at the same time.
The lamb chop into the steaming.
The next step is to steam the lamb chop. I'm a little bit worried because I know that I don't have a double lamb chop like he does, so I can't work to the same timings as him on this. This is going to make it hard.
Who's got his chop in the steamer, guys?
Just take off the outer leaf.
Yes, Marco.
And then cut it on the angle. You're not looking. Do you see me, Billy?
Yes, Marco.
Good. I'm glad you were watching.
Reynolds, watch those leeks. You're following, you're copying, but you've also got to think about what's going on here. How's the dish coming together in your head? What's it going to taste like? When you should season?
Frying pan this size. On the heat. Check your cutlets. How's the crease on?
Good, Marco.
Are they ready or are they not ready?
I think it's ready.
Well then, go with your thoughts.
Guys, you need to make a decision on the lamb cutlet on yourself, yeah? They're all different sizes, so check them.
How's it going?
Good, Marco.
I've been so focused on this garnish that I've completely forgotten about the lamb. Now I'm really worried that it might be overcooked.
Little butter in your frying pan. Little clarified butter. Yes, Marco.
Yes, Marco.
Yes, Marco.
Clarified butter.
Check your lamb cutlet, Reynolds. Feel it. How's it cooked?
Not yet.
My chop is not ready yet, so I've got to keep a close eye on it. If not, I'm going to risk overcooking it.
Now we've entered the last furlong. Warm your plate.
Yes, Marco.
Come on, guys, let's go. Warm your plate. Hot food, hot plate, yeah?
Yes,
Come on.
Marco.
Add a little cream to your baguette leeks. Not too much. 2 tablespoons of cream. Add your mushrooms to the frying pan.
Mushrooms.
Add the asparagus to the frying pan. Are you watching?
Yes, Marco.
Good. Add your cutlet to the frying pan. Roll your cutlet round.
As I'm caramelising my lamb, I want to get a nice colour on it, but it's a fine line because too much heat could overcook the lamb.
Add your leeks.
I'm panicking at the moment. My chop has been in the steamer for a little bit longer than the others because I was late getting it in. But now I know we have to caramelise it, and I'm afraid that it's going to overcook. But if I don't get that colour on it, it's not going to look or taste like Marco's. It could be a massive disaster.
Add your truffle juice to the pan with the cutlet. Yes?
Yes, Marco.
Good. Add your truffle. A little bit of truffle oil, a little bit of butter.
Remember, you're creating a little emulsion or a sauce in that pan. Plates up. Follow Marco. You need to follow him now.
Your creamed leeks in the middle. Yes, Marco.
Yes, Marco.
Yes, Marco.
This is a crucial bit, the plating. Come on, quickly.
Reynolds, come on.
Add your asparagus. Fold the leeks. Are you watching? Are you watching?
Yes, Marco. Yes, Marco.
Fold your leeks over. If it means you have to burn your fingers, burn your fingers.
Yes, Marco.
Yes, Marco.
Watching Marco plate up and then looking down to Billy, she's just behind him. I'm so impressed with how well she's done to catch up, considering how far behind she was at the beginning.
Add your lamb.
Come on, guys, let's go.
Come on.
Well, what a fabulous cook that was. Sprinkled, of course, with a little bit of terror and nerves. Nothing wrong with that. So, we're about to taste your dishes and find out who's cooked the best one, essentially. But first, I think we should taste Marco's. Shall we, Marco? Look at that, beautiful. So pink. I love the fact creamy leeks are nice and tender. Everything's in balance, that's what I like. Right amount of truffle.
The truffles and the leeks, the truffles and the white asparagus just work so beautifully.
It's delicious. Yum.
You know what I love, George? I love the colour of those cream leeks. You still get all the green. It's not overly creamy. That's so important.
And just the preparation of that white asparagus.
Look at the fineness of the mousse in there. It's beautiful.
Wow. We definitely know what we're looking for. What an amazing benchmark.
First dish we'd like to taste belongs to Billy.
I'm really proud of myself after this challenge, but it's nerve-wracking to take a dish up to Marco Pierre White. The lamb is the hero of the dish, so I hope that it's cooked to perfection.
How did you find that?
Thrilling.
Mild sense of panic all the way through?
Yeah,
of course.
that feeling of being behind. I hate that feeling.
Well, there's a lot riding on it.
Yeah.
A lot riding on this dish.
Yeah.
Are you happy with it?
I am happy with it.
What do you reckon in terms of the look of the plate?
No, I think you've done well.
Very pretty. Oh. What do you reckon? Little bit over. Still
That's
pink,
all right.
but it's just a little bit more
over.
than
Yeah.
St. Marco's.
I think you've done a really good job, and it's a nice thickness. And if there's one failing, when you put it into the pan was too hot.
Okay.
So what it's done is it's scorched it.
Yeah.
It's caramelized too much.
Okay.
But you know something? I think you should be really pleased with yourself.
Thanks.
You know what? I think you've done a great job. What I love most is how truffly and well balanced that sauce is. Really beautiful. Well done.
Today I'm going to do a roast lamb rack with a chicken and mushroom jus.
Lamb and chicken.
It's a weird combination of flavours, but I know that it works. I've done it before and I absolutely love it. The stock is the backbone of a jus. So the first thing I need to do is break down the chicken to make this jus. I begin by just removing both breasts, the back legs, hacking up that carcass into small pieces and then into a roasting tray over a high heat and just let it caramelise.
I'm quite excited to see what you cook. You've got some really lovely ingredients there. So what's the plan?
So I'm going to do a roast lamb rack with a pickled carrots in the juice those grapes with a mushroom and chicken jus.
Okay. And so the only place that the grapes are in is in the carrots.
And it is a great challenge, eh?
I've forgotten the brief. There are no grapes on my dish at all. So I'm just racking my brain as to how I'm going to fix this. Or do I need to ditch this dish and start again? I can create a great identity for the sauce, so as soon as they taste it, bang, they know it's grapes. I've decided to drop the mushrooms from the jus and replace that with some red wine, and then I boost that with some of the dried fruits that we have available. Yeah, I think that's going to work.
We've got to put up the best dish of the competition to get through to finals week, so I'm willing to throw down everything I've got and see if we can come up with the goods.
I've got my celeriac puree on the go. It's nice and buttery, and my sauce is bubbling away. I'm really happy with it. It's super rich, super intense, and it's got the grapes through it. I love it. So now I can finally move on to Frenching my lamb rack. To prepare the rack of lamb, I need to begin by removing the second half of the cap. I'm going to take 2 of the bones out and then French the others. I'm feeling under the pump because that's a pretty time-consuming job.
The food smells delicious. The place, it speaks for itself. But time, you don't have much left. 15 minutes to go. Come on, guys. Come on.
There's really not that much longer to go in the cook now, and I've only just finished Frenching my lamb rack, so I need to get it in the oven. I feel like I might be able to get it to the point that I wanted, but this one is going to come down to the wire. Now that the lamb's all sorted, I can start moving on to my pickling liquid. So I begin by getting the 2 bunches of grapes, running them through the juicer, and then I'll put that on the stove, bring it to a boil, add verjuice, champagne vinegar, and sugar. I'm using the natural sweetness of those grapes to create that element in the pickle. I feel like I'm really hitting the brief now. And it tastes beautiful, but it all comes down to the lamb rack. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling like I'm definitely in with a shot. I'm happy with where I'm at. The carrots are pickling, my whitloaf is in the pan braising, and it's looking good. If the sauce ticks the boxes in terms of meeting the brief, I'm really happy with it. So I guess now all that's left is to cook that lamb perfectly. I take my lamb out of the oven to see how it's travelling, and it's pretty soft. It feels like it's nowhere near being cooked. I put it in the oven too late. I need to fix this. I need to get it in the oven. If I don't get a flawless piece of lamb on that plate today, there's absolutely no way that I'm going through the final straight away. I've got all my elements on the plate except the lamb rack. I need to cut into this thing and see what I'm dealing with. It's under. I need to fix this. I need to get it in that pan. It's fingers crossed.
You need to get every element on the plate now. 10 seconds to go. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Your time is up.
I'm walking my plate into the judges, and I'm really happy with everything that I got on there today. I'm a little bit suspect on the lamb. The last thing I want to do is serve undercooked lamb. I just hope I got it right.
Tell us what the dish is.
It's a roasted lamb rack with whitloaf, celeriac puree, and a red wine and muscatel jus.
How good does that look?
That looks fantastic.
Hey?
Yeah.
You know, detailing the vegetables, that little charriness of the whitloaf.
Yeah.
You know, it's
Fresh grapes.
Fresh grapes.
Yeah.
I mean, we know that right at the end he was having some issues with the lamb, yeah? I mean, with a minute to go.
He took it down to the wire, didn't he?
Let's see. If it's cooked, shall we?
Do it. That's cooked perfectly.
That is spot on, isn't it?
What I love about the dish, the lamb, the char on the whitloaf, the way that balances, its bitterness balances that really delicious, thick, rich, sweet gravy. And that butter puree, which has been cannily held together with a little bit of celeriac. That combination is so delicious.
You know, the lamb is cooked perfectly, the whitloaf is outstanding, the sauce is just, there's a lot of work in that sauce that says, this guy knows how to cook.
This challenge was all about grapes and that sauce. He has gone to town with grapes.
Yeah.
Big thumbs up.
Yeah. Great food.
Right, my end goes towards the fence there.
Your end goes towards the fence?
Yeah. Trent and I finally got this lamb nicely arranged. It feels solid on the pole. We put it on the top shelf, we attach the fan belt, and it starts rotating beautifully. It seems nicely balanced. It's turning well, so it should turn out all right. Now we've got our lamb on the spit first, so I don't know what the red team will do. They're obviously stuffing around with something. But ours is looking great.
There you go, that one. This one? Yeah. Maddie and I are really struggling with this process. I'm pretty worried because it's such a big part of the challenge today.
The lamb is going to take hours. The more time that we spend mucking around trying to truss this lamb, it's just chewing up time, and this is really going to lead into service.
Right, let's flip in, Maddie. Maddie and I have got the middle rod through and the two prongs. All right. And it's in place, so we run it out to the spit. And right away we notice blue team already has theirs on. At least we're not too far behind. Whack it on top of the coals, hook it up to the motor.
It starts to spin, and it just stops.
No, we're no good.
We don't exactly know what's going on, but there's definitely something wrong with the weight.
When you're in a pressure situation like this, you kind of panic for about 10 seconds and then you realise you've got to get on with it. You've got to take it off, run back inside and do it all over again. Yep. If we can't fix this fast, there's going to be a lot of angry customers.
How you going, Trent?
Yeah, we're just
down there, got it on?
Get the base
spinning?
Yeah, it's spinning all right.
Chloe, you all good down there?
Yeah, I'm all good, Miles.
Everyone else is right. Carmen, you're good?
Yep.
We're communicating really well up here. Our menu's a spinach pie with some feta in it and a lot of other different greens. We're doing a beetroot roasted with feta dip. Saganaki cheese is the third thing we're doing, and we're going to serve that with some spiced apricots on top. Main course is going to be that beautiful lamb on the spit. George was worried about the timing of getting that lamb on. He was a bit frantic. We make sure we get it on early.
Spinning, it's looking great. And I'm still waiting around for this red team to show up.
Seriously? Yeah. You said to do it all up.
This is not what you want at the start of this cook.
We just tested our lamb to see if it was going to spin, and it only got to a certain point and stopped, so we just got to adjust it, try to get the weighting right.
The lamb is going to take hours, and we really need to sort this out quick.
Guys, you have to get this on.
Yep.
Like, if it doesn't get on in the next 10 minutes, it's not going to be cooked.
We are seriously running out of time here.
It's pretty hectic at the moment. Come on, guys, we need to fire up. That lamb has to be ready.
All right, we good? Yep. We secure it again, lock it all up.
Yeah, that feels better.
Yeah, it's better.
Good job, guys.
This is do or die with this lamb. We are out of time.
We take the lamb back out, put it on the spit, we rig up the motor. We're just praying that ours spins this time.
Oh, perfect. our hearts are in our mouths and, you know, does a couple of revolutions and...
Come on. I think we're all good. It's good, it's spinning. It hasn't stopped. I think we're good. It looks to be running pretty smooth. All right, sweet.
All right, sweet. You know, there's so much relief. Maddie and I are wrapped. We've hooked it up properly and now we can start basting.
Quickly trying to prepare a base for the lamb to make sure that we get as much flavour on there as possible. Keep it nice and moist.
There's about 2 hours to service. Entrees are up first, so we've got a little bit of room to move. We just have to keep our eyes on it.
I'm going to the pantry. Does anyone need anything?
No, thanks, Miles.
We've got a lot going on. There's people everywhere in the kitchen. There's 9 different dishes that we're looking after. Chloe and Carmen are helping out with the first section of the entree, the pie.
I'm doing the leeks now for the spanakopita, so I just want to basically split them down with some thyme and oregano, and then I'm going to mix them with spinach and cheeses.
Harry's working on those beetroots. We've got to get them in the oven to get the dip full of flavour.
So for entree, we're going to do beautiful beetroot and goat's cheese dip with pita bread. I'm just roasting the beetroots in the oven. I'm going to get some cumin in there. It's going to have like a nice toasty sort of cumin flavour with it as well. So we're going to do beetroot dip on top, and then underneath it's going to be like a beautiful whipped feta. Yep.
Now that the entree is under control, it's time to focus on the mains, and making sure that lamb is perfect is paramount.
You have to keep an eye on this barbecue because these coals, you know, they're live. You know, they could go down, they could flare up, they could burn the meat. Lots of things could happen. You know, you've got to constantly be basting this lamb, which is adding more and more layers of flavour.
Go, red team! Woo! Is everyone good? Does everyone know what they're doing? Does anybody need help?
One of my biggest fears is cooking of the lamb, but Charlie's outside watching and basting.
Secret sauce here. Can't give away too much because the blue team's just over here, so a bit of garlic, a bit of olive oil, some acidity and lemon juice, and lots of rosemary and stuff, just all nice flavours that aren't going to overpower the lamb and let it kind of shine through at the end.
We can't keep our eyes off it. Skin needs to be crunchy, so it's really important that we keep basting.
Basically, one person's got to be out there the whole time. You've got to baste it, you know, every couple of minutes and just check on it and make sure certain parts aren't getting too dry, and you just got to watch it like a hawk.
Yeah, we're just about ready to go. Lamb's done.
Oh, look at that! It looks all right. Pretty happy with that.
Is that?
Yeah.
Brett has just done an amazing job on this lamb.
Right, go for it. Looks great.
It just looks delicious. Oh, I'm starting to get hungry.
All your entrees are gone?
All entrees are gone.
Fantastic.
Yep.
That's brilliant.
We've got the dressing here for the lamb. Just going to put that on as it comes through the pass.
Yep. Salad's looking good.
Yep.
Lovely.
Yep.
Beautiful. Simplicity, but done well.
Yeah, nothing over the top. The only thing we're waiting on is the moussaka, which is in the oven.
Lovely.
As soon as it's brown, we'll be ready to go. That's one ready to go. Table 6, please. Thank you.
Thank you.
The mains are now flowing. 2 more for 4, folks. 2 more servings. Let's go. I've got such a great team that's putting it all together for me.
Is this main course going out?
It is.
Yes,
it is.
Wow, have a look at that.
The lamb on the plate looks sensational. There's big chunks of juicy, tender meat.
Moussaka's going out as well?
Yep.
Yes, George.
Yeah?
It looks gorgeous. It's brown and crispy and oozy and bubbling.
Bubbly, crunchy, yum.
Yeah, they're coming, Miles.
Good on you, Chloe.
Thanks, George.
Yeah.
Got 4 dockets here. Service, please. It looks great. The food smells great. The punters are smiling. Just keep it going.
Hey folks, for the main course, we have our vegetarian moussaka. Fresh out of the oven, very hot.
Okay. They allocated Brett the job of looking after the lamb on the spit for the whole time. So he basted that lamb for the whole time it was cooking, didn't step away from it.
You're very right. It's got to be basted quite often.
So you're hoping that that's going to translate into flavour?
That's how they are really served in Greece now, iron dishes.
Lots of cheesy sauce. It's got mushrooms and onions. Properly vegetarian.
It is. How do you find your lamb?
This lamb is absolutely beautiful, and it falls apart.
The marinade on the lamb, and I think what they've done is they've blended whole lemons.
Yes,
and
yes.
garlic and possibly oregano and spread that all over the lamb. And so, you know, like that crispy crackling you get on board,
Yes.
that lamb skin now is just
It's just nice and, you know...
really good.
Vegetarian moussaka, the texture is just fantastic.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. It's a meal. It's a home-cooked meal. And people
That's true.
will cook that at home.
It's a tasty dish, isn't it?
In fact, that juice in there, it's full of vitamins.
Yeah.
Service, please. Table 7, please.
How you going? Any main courses gone out yet?
Not yet. Come on, guys, we really need a push. We need to get our mains out. There's nothing worse than going to a restaurant and waiting and waiting. How long on the lamb? 6 lamb
Yeah, we're
portions.
pushing now.
Guys, push it. The moussakas are going in and coming out of the oven at the same time. We've got lamb being portioned. Even though it's kind of like organised chaos, the dressing finally starting to get somewhere.
3 done. Just check whichever one isn't done.
1 lamb up.
As much as you've taken ages to get it out, that looks delicious.
Yeah.
Now get it out.
Service, please. Thank you.
We've got a lamb ready here.
Service, please.
Makes me feel good, but you know, we're still under the pump. We still need to feed people.
Send.
6 lamb, 6 moussaka.
Oh.
Oh, yes.
Hey. I think the red team fell behind with the entrees, but they've definitely picked up the pace. And I've got to say, I'm excited to taste
Yeah,
this.
but first impressions, I tell you what, my mouth's watering. I can hear Mary going yum, 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 yum.
That moussaka is great,
That
isn't
is
it?
very nice and
Everything, that delicious beefiness underneath, nicely toasted on top, golden, piping hot, straight from the oven the way it should be.
Absolutely. The moussaka and that salad together, absolutely yum.
The upstairs lamb was better cooked than this. But give us these bits. These are the bits that really make the spit so special.
Exactly. Anything that's on the bone, it tastes delicious. When we have a spit, we stand over the meat and we just pull it off and we eat it from the bone. It's just delicious.
I'm still eating, Mary. I'm just having fun. What a great day I'm having. Get to sit down with George's mum and Matt, have lunch.
Yeah.
Yeah? I think the red team have done a smashing job. Right, you ready to go again?
Yes, absolutely ready.
This little segment's something for the weekend. We want to achieve a couple of things out of this. I think changing how people cook their leg of lamb, because I reckon most people don't know how to do it properly.
Yeah, so we're going to learn a bit more about roasting meats and how crucial the temperature of the meat is, and also how you can carve meat to make it seem more tender. For this one, can I ask for your services?
Yeah. So you've caramelised this off, you've sealed this off.
Yep, it's gone into a hot pan, smoking hot, some olive oil, and just turned, and to get a nice coloration on it.
So what am I doing? So am I studding this?
Yeah, stud it.
So just so everybody understands, so use a little knife, and how deep shall I go?
Just enough to, what we're going to do is pop these in. So we've got battens of garlic that have been blanched in milk about 3 times. The reason for blanching the garlic is the temperature of the oven is quite low, so the garlic won't fully cook. And then these have been beautifully wrapped in an anchovy, but you can just stuff them in. So it's garlic and anchovy and then rosemary. Might seem a bit strange putting anchovies in lamb, but in fact this is a very classical regional French Provençal dish.
Right, so we've browned it, we've popped the anchovies, the garlic, the rosemary in there. Yes. Just to give it more flavour, and then into a 90-degree oven. And honestly, 90 degrees, it does just not feel hot enough to cook a leg of lamb.
If you have a 90-degree oven, if it's been in for long enough, and well, it doesn't have 10, 20 minutes, and you pick that roasting tray up, you're going to burn yourself.
So how long does that stay in the oven for?
That's around about, I'll take around about an hour, hour and a half. But you need to rest, it's very important. The most important thing, however, is not time, it's the temperature. The lower you put your oven, or the closer to the required internal temperature of the meat your oven is, obviously the longer it'll take, but the more juices you'll keep in.
Yeah. So you're saying if you want the internal temperature of the lamb to be, what, 57?
Yeah,
60,
55,
something like that?
60, yeah.
Then if you set that oven at 60 degrees, you get the perfect leg of lamb, but it just takes longer to get there.
60 to 70 take longer.
Right.
Once that's cooked, you take it out of the oven and leave it to rest.
So this leg of lamb has been in the oven for an hour and a half.
Yes.
And we tested it with a thermometer.
Yeah.
And it hit 57 degrees. And then rest it in that tin foil for 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Now we're ready to carve this leg of lamb. So that's got the bone in. So we're going to see how to deal with that.
So traditional way of carving the meat is you carve it along the bone.
So are you saying that most people would carve their leg of lamb like this?
Like that.
Yeah.
So if you look at my hand, imagine my hand will be that slice of lamb. When you bite into it, you're biting across the fibres. All the fibres run this way.
So take a long slice like this to demonstrate the fact that the fibres run along that area like that. So you can see those fibres running along this way. Is that right?
Yes.
Yep. So that's what you're explaining, that if you eat it, it's almost like string, isn't it?
It's like...
Yeah. You can tease it apart.
Yeah. Have a look.
So it's this kind of thing, isn't it? Around the bone, like this.
Yeah.
So into the meat and across it like that.
And that way, as you turn the slices down, you'll see in a second...
We'll get there.
The fibres are going to be like this.
And we can cut out little pieces like this, yeah?
Yeah. So you can see the evenness of the cook as well. 45 is blue, 50 is rare, 55 medium rare, 60 goes to medium, 65 medium well, 70 well done. It's just ready for lunchtime, this.
I know. Just need some roast spuds. We'll be very happy. Are we happy with that?
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah, it's really nice. That's my lunch. So there you have it, Heston's roast lamb with garlic, anchovy and rosemary. Right, so who wants to taste this? Yeah, I love it. Right, you guys and you over there, you pop up.
That way, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, so take that piece first in your mouth, like that.
Will do.
Just grab it. Can you feed me?
It's good, isn't it?
Really good.
So moist. It's almost like raw. It's just perfectly cooked.
Oh, it
beautiful.
melts straight away.
It's really soft. It's, you know,
It
it's
is,
giving.
yeah.
Do you get the do you get the anchovy flavour?
I just got it then.
It's a
Tiniest
soft.
little bit.
So
There's a bit there, look.
there's I put hardly any salt on. If you get a little bit, anything slightly salty, that's coming from the anchovy. So you've got to try this. The lamb anchovy, garlic and rosemary combination. It really works.
Absolutely gorgeous. Did you love it?
Loved it. Was amazing.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate
Thank
that.
you.
Well, as far as I'm concerned, that's absolutely brilliant. And if that doesn't make everybody go out and buy a leg of lamb this weekend, butchers beware all over Australia, and cook it at 90 degrees instead of, what, 180, I am seriously going to be surprised. And to our tasters, is it worth it?
Amazing.
Amazing. And to Heston, thank you so much. Brilliant lesson.